What was that? What in the hell was that? Let's quickly talk about the Coke Zero Sugar 400. And oh boy, there are so many different talking points to have. Let's start off with the winner. The 100th win for the Wood Brothers, the 100th win for that 21 car. And a first cup win for Harrison Burton, the third generation to win at Daytona. And he's not going to ride for next year, but that has just put him through to the playoffs. He held off a veteran driver, Kyle Busch, to do it. What a great run, being helped by Retzlaff, of all people, to get there. It just tells you the kinds of drama that we saw in this race. That Burton won, that Cody Ware is 4th, that Bubba Wallace, despite everything that happened, still got 6th. And yeah, that Retzlaff helps Burton to the win. Chastain, whose car got all beaten up, was still 12th. He was nearly in a top 10 place. And Bowman still gets 16th, even though that first flip nearly takes the back off of his car. This is Daytona, this is plate racing, this is the playoffs, and this is just what NASCAR is. It's great to see something like this happen, because it's the kind of drama that I love in motorsport. It's the kind of stories that I love in motorsport. And yeah, whilst it's surprising it's the Wood Brothers Ford that won, it's not surprising that it was a Ford that won. Because although their 9-year winning streak at Michigan was snapped last week, the front row team locked out the front row for the first time in their team's history. And the Fords were dominating through stage 1. But in the end, it just came down to all of these different little bits and pieces of pot luck. And luck was on the side of some drivers who also were on the receiving end of some awful luck. I'm talking Michael McDowell, who ends up getting spun in front of the field and lifts up over the bonnet of Logano, but comes back down. And of course, Josh Berry, who flips, goes headfirst upside down into the infield wall, and yeah, gets out the car. It's worrying for NASCAR because they've added the extra vane on the side of the car for this week that I don't know if it looked like it went over easier, because the thing is, when you side on like that, it just stalls the airflow, and if you are going to get tapped on the side, like say Cindric did to the 4 car of Berry, you are going to go up and over. We were lucky that the way that Logano hit McDowell. Now granted, McDowell only came down because the back of the car hit Bowman and went up over the safer barrier. That's the way he got back down. But this is something that NASCAR will definitely have to look at, just for the sake of safety in the sport. We've gotten rid of the big concussion risk that happened from the frame being too sturdy in 2022. But these flips now, twice as many weeks, are going to be a big talking point. And speaking of a big talking point, the playoffs. Chastain loses out. It's being the victim of the first of the multiple big ones we had in the night. Bubba Wallace still manages to get 6th. I mean, he's great at Daytona. Great run of top 5s that hasn't continued here for him, sadly, but still 6th after struggling a little bit in the stages. And Buescher, who had done really well in the stages, is 10th. I don't know the specifics, the ins and outs of the playoff picture at that point, but that's good. Though it does make things even more complicated, because I think it puts Gibbs around the kind of bubble now. Gibbs did finish 5th. He got a top 5. Good for him. But yeah, that's going to be one hell of a battle to watch. And stage points are going to play a massive role next time out at Darlington. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.